नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, सलाम, हेलो दोस्तों। एक बार फिर से आपका स्वागत है आपके फेवरेट यूट्यूब फाइनेंशियल एजुकेशन चैनल stockincome.in पर। आई एम आलोक वर्मा एंड वी आर अगेन गोइंग टू डिस्कस द वीकली मार्केट आउटलुक, जो कि वीक स्टार्ट होने वाला है 28th of November to 2nd of December, right? So we'll talk about what is my opinion on this week. You know, I do this every week for my benefit since I'm a regular trader and investor in the stock markets, and I share this same analysis for your benefit also, so that maybe it helps you also. All right, so let's look at how the week went by and what are the broad projections for the week. I'll talk primarily about Nifty and Bank Nifty because these are two motherhood indices. इनका अगर हमको आइडिया हो जाए तो बाकी काफी चीजों का आइडिया हो जाता है. All right, so let's talk about some news data driven factors, right? And later we'll talk about some technical factors, right? So अगर न्यूज डेटा की बात करें, इंडाइसेस की बात करें, so indices were nice and up and green, though only slightly this week. Nifty was up 1.12%, Bank Nifty 1.29%, right? Indices are at the all-time highs, but there's more to it. Why? Because Bank Nifty currently is trading at its all-time highs, right? It looks only 1.29% up for the week, which is actually reasonable, but all time high पे चल रहा है बैंक निफ्टी. निफ्टी हैज नॉट क्रॉस इट्स ऑल टाइम हाई, बट इट हैज हैड द ऑल टाइम हाई क्लोजिंग यस्टरडे, राइट? तो निफ्टी भी बिल्कुल टॉप पे है, बैंक निफ्टी भी बिल्कुल टॉप पे है. बात करें यूएस मार्केट की तो वहां भी पॉजिटिविटी देखने को मिली. S&P 500 is up by 1.53% and Nasdaq, which has been lagging a lot, is also in the green by 0.72%. So positivity all around. And if I talk of FII and DII data, we know FIIs for many months in the recent past had been continuously selling. In the last month or so, they've been buying, right? So they've turned their tune, and let's see what they did now. Oh, so FIIs for the week have been net sellers by 1481 crore. DIIs, domestic institutions, on the other hand, have been net buyers for this week, but on the whole, for the month of November so far, FIIs have been net positive significantly, not very hugely, but clearly significantly positive, to the tune of 11,358 crore, and DIIs have been net sellers to the tune of 1588 crore, right? Okay. India VIX, volatility index, fear index, we've seen it falling continuously. Till few weeks back, it was on the higher side compared to historical averages, right? It was in the range of 18 or to 20, right? उससे पहले तो उससे भी ज़्यादा था. It was not very far back. It was 23, 24, right? And it has been decreasing. So that shows fear is lessening in the market, and there's more stability, more confidence in the market. But now it has reduced significantly. It has come to 13.33 levels. It dropped 7.35% last week, and I feel it is doing overcompensating, overcorrecting, right? These are levels a bit slightly, not significantly, but slightly lower than historical averages. So VIX is typically around 14 to 15, and that's a stable, good, healthy VIX to have. Right now it's 13.33, not very bad, but it instills a sorry, degree of fear in the market. Why? Because अगर VIX एकदम से बढ़ता है, स्पेशली ऑप्शंस के प्रीमियम बहुत जंप कर जाते हैं, ट्रेडर्स को, ऑप्शन सेलर्स को दिक्कत आ सकती है. तो option sellers, my suggestion, move with extra caution, right? Option buyers generally would be happy when VIX increases, but option sellers could be in bit of trouble, so please be cautious. Crude oil has been decreasing also. Last week also it has a significant fall, and again this week it is down 4.3%. Closed the week, Brent crude closed the week at USD 83.7 per dollar per barrel, right? Main reason is because as per the latest projections in the OPEC, there is a feeling that the crude demand is going to, the rate of increase of crude demand is going to go down, right? It's good for, it's like music for the ears of country like India, which are huge importers of crude oil, right? And another reason for fall in prices is because US inventories ka data jo hai, it has come slightly higher than expected. So all in all, crude is down, but primarily on the fear that growth might be impacted, right? So that is other way to look at it, but good for India so far as we are concerned. Okay. Last week, US Fed had a meeting. That meeting was not to decide the interest rates, but it was a meeting about the way forward, and they have indicated that going forward they want to take smaller rises, छोटा इंटरेस्ट रेट इंक्रीज करेंगे. दे हैव नॉट सेट कि इंटरेस्ट रेट इंक्रीज नहीं करेंगे, बट दे सेट कि धीरे से करेंगे, कम करेंगे. लास्ट 4 times they increased very sharply by 75 basis points, right? So 300 basis point, 3% इंटरेस्ट रेट उन्होंने पिछले कुछ महीनों में बढ़ा दिया है. ओवर ऑन एन एवरेज उनका 3% इंटरेस्ट रेट टोटल नहीं होता है, और पिछले कुछ महीनों में 3% तो बढ़ा ही दिया है उन्होंने, प्लस जो उनका ओरिजिनल था. सो राइट नाउ दे indicated that the rate of growth, rate of increase in interest rates is likely to be lesser, because they are also a bit worried about the impact it can have, right? It can slow down the economic growth, it can cause some unemployment data etc. to increase, right? So they said we have done the increase rates and now we want to kind of hold back a bit and see the impact. अगर इन्फ्लेशन क्यों किया था, इन्फ्लेशन को कम करने के लिए. So they want to see अगर इन्फ्लेशन कम होता है तो ठीक है, नहीं तो but they have not ruled out, they because their primary target remains to get the inflation under control, which is still high. It has shown signs of tapering, कुछ कम हुआ है but अभी भी high है. So that's how FOMC, but naturally this wording of FOMC meeting, these minutes has been taken positively by the markets, right? So let's see how the markets behave going forward. अगर हम टेक्निकल्स की बात करें तो, और उससे पहले बहुत ज़रूरी है डिस्क्लेमर. सी फ्रेंड्स, दिस वीडियो इज प्राइमरली फॉर एजुकेशनल पर्पस, राइट? आई एम नॉट अ सेबी रजिस्टर्ड एडवाइजर. एनीथिंग आई से और indicate here should not be taken as any advice to buy or sell anything. Stock markets, financial markets are great place to make money. At the same time, they do entail some higher risk. So do your research, consult your certified advisor, only then take any positions. There is nothing, no guarantees here, right? Okay. ये है निफ्टी का डेली चार्ट. अगर हम देखेंगे, so निफ्टी has had a bit of consolidation, right, and then it has moved up, right, but somehow, while most analysts are very positive about Nifty, I somehow feel it is showing signs of tiring up. It is showing signs of a bit tiring up, right? So it is at close to all-time highs, right? So I feel it might cross all-time highs, right? But then from there on, I don't see going too far. So my sense is Nifty is going to be in the range of, on the upper side, 18,800. On the lower side also, I don't see a big fall. There is a huge support, huge option writing, put writing, etc. on the lower side. So 18,100, which is close to the last swing low, could be the lower range for the Nifty. 18,800 on the higher side. My sense is Nifty might consolidate at these levels, may break the all-time highs, but then retract slightly and consolidate, right? Okay. Option chain की बात करें निफ्टी की, so Nifty is currently at 18,500, right? And you see there is a significant call writing at 18,500, 18,600 levels, right? 18,500 पे 67.9 lakh contracts हैं हमारे पास, right? And they have increased by 77% yesterday. 80,600, which is the all-time, very close to all-time high levels, वहाँ पर 82.5% contracts increase हुए हैं, right? And then 19,000 पे तो अच्छा call writing है ही है, right? So looks a little difficult for the markets, because at this it is close to ATM and still contracts are increasing by 82.5%, by 67-68%. On the lower side also, 18,300, 18,200, that range is providing a huge support in terms of option contracts. So they may not let the market fall. So it is kind of similar to what we had last week, where there is seems to be a bit of fight and markets are in a fix, markets are consolidating, and let's see which side gives away first, right? My sense is we may not go very high. Okay. And before we talk of Bank Nifty, here is a quick look at our social media platforms where we are present. Friends, we are present not only on YouTube, where you're watching this channel, stockincome.in, we are also present on Insta, and we are present on Telegram, right? We keep posting micro learnings, right, and extended learnings on YouTube especially. On Insta we post micro learnings, and on Insta just the way we do weekly market outlook, हर हफ्ते weekly market outlook करते हैं हम. YouTube पे, Insta पे daily we have a session series called Markets Today and Tomorrow, जो कि market close होने के कुछ घंटे बाद upload किया जाता है. I do a quick analysis of markets, what happened today. So in a 1 minute kind of 1.5 minute kind of video, you get a flavor of what happened today, and also I give a projection for what my feel is about where the markets are going to trade the next day. Do watch that, subscribe to that, follow that. I'm sure it will be useful for you. All right. Okay. So let's talk about Bank Nifty. And Bank Nifty has had a tremendous rally from around 38,000 levels, right? It's doing fabulously well. People have made lots of money. Right now, it is trading at near its all-time highs, right? You can see that, and I feel it might go up a bit, but may not go very high. There's time for Bank Nifty to take a bit of rest, right? And option data is suggesting something similar. So right now, it is close to 43,000 levels. I feel for this week, Bank Nifty could trade up to 44,000 levels on the higher side, and on the lower side somewhere close to 41,650 levels, right, which is a big support area, and that is what I feel about the markets. Might take a bit of a break here, right? It looks overheated to me. Okay. Bank Nifty option data क्या कहता है? Same story बता रहा है, right? See, when I say looks, I don't say that मेरा दिल ऐसा कह रहा है, right? It's not about my feeling about it. It's more about what I sense I get from the data and from the chart figures, chart patterns, and chart structure, right? So it's not I feel that I just woke up and felt about that, right? So, and that's what my sense is, that it will consolidate at around close to current levels. Already 43,000 के करीब है. If you look at it on the call side, there is a 218% increase yesterday itself on the at 43,000 levels. That is not going to easily allow the market to go up. In fact, the maximum call writing is at 43,000 levels, the current ATM, right? So, and then there is a significant call writing ahead also, right? So 44,000 looks like limit. In fact, it may not go up much significantly right from the current levels itself. On the lower sides, there is support at 42,500 and 42,000, but the swing low is at 41,650, which we just discussed. So it might inch up a bit lower, unlikely to go too high. 200-400 पॉइंट ऊपर जा सकता है, but I don't think it's running away from this levels, right? So that, friends, is my sense of the markets. I hope you liked it. I hope it makes sense to you. Naturally, I reserve the right to be wrong. गलत हो सकता हूँ मैं. Market तो market है. Market का अपना एक मन होता है, अपनी एक चाल होती है. We are all slaves of the market in that sense. But at the same time, thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for your comments, your opinions, your likes, right? Do continue to stay connected with the channel. Share it with your friends and people who you feel can benefit from it. And if you're still not, press the notification button or subscribe button. Do that. I'm sure it can only do you some good. Till we meet next, thank you. God bless. Jai Hind.